you are one of our tribes. Since we have got many tribes, what is the problem adding on just one more? I don't see any problem. And I think did we put them in the Constitution or what? Not yet. We shall add it to the... We shall add the tribe of the Wahindi. Because, you know, for we the Africans, the human beings in the world are, I think there are 5 human beings. Yes, you are the ones who are creating wealth. So why should you not be involved in policy decisions? Why? You are free consultants. I just steal your knowledge at no cost to run my country better. So why should I not call you? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? And I don't pay you for the consultants. And you tell me, so what I will do, I will call you your executive. I will not call the whole divided group, because that will be a massive riot. But I will call you executive, and you tell me what is needed here, needed there, needed there, and we shall do it, because you are the ones who are struggling with wealth creation. So you should tell us what is needed. Even when we are still fighting, we are very clear in our heads that the Indians were playing a positive role in Uganda, and it was a big mistake. It was a big mistake for Idi Amin. Even other Africans, because even in other African countries, you would hear people talking about Indians, as if they are a problem, when in fact, really they are a very big asset for by 1956. The Indians, both of Ntungamo, Mbarara, Kampala, Jinja, were engaged in trading, because we the Africans were not in trading. They were the ones bringing things from all over the place. They had cloth called Marekani. That's what we were calling it. Marekani, which means American textile. But for us, we were calling it Marekani. And then they would bring Japan. There was another textile known as Japan, meaning Japan. I don't know, Japan. Then they used to have khaki. I don't know where they were getting khaki from. Huh? Khaki is what? Is it? But yes, but I don't know where it was coming from. And then they would bring all other things like the salt, the paraffin, the soap, all those things that were needed. And later on, they also started bringing inputs into agriculture. Like, for instance, I remember from 1956, they started bringing Gamatox. Gamatox was an acaricide against ticks of cows. So the division of labor was for the, and please don't tell us about your issues of India and Pakistan. Even me, I cannot tell a Pakistani from an Indian, you are all Wahindi. So, like my Indians of Buntungamo, I think they were mainly the Muslims. I think they were Ismailis. They were Ismailis, those ones, the Muhammad Ali, that is Muhammad Ali. You know, the Bantus are very dangerous people. The Bantus, they Bantunize everything. When you come with your name, they totally change it. You can't even recognize it. There is a suburb of Kampala called Bakuli. You know Bakuli? Now, apparently there was an Englishman who was living there called Barclay. But these people changed it and said Bakuli. Because Bakuri is something they can understand. A Bakuri is a sort of, what do you call it in English? A bowl. A bowl, yes. So they couldn't get this man's name, Bakure. Say, oh, this is Bakuri. So, our Indians of Ntungamo, one was Muhammad Ali, that was Muhammad Ali, I think. Then there was Budara, that would have been Abdallah. And but the most important thing is the complementarity. In our local languages, we call it okuchenura. Omcheno is when you have a need. And then somebody solves your need. Then somebody solves your need. That's okuchenura. So that's what we are doing. We are okuchenura one another. The Indians, they were bringing, as I said, trade items. The ones in Mbarara were into some of the services, like for instance in medical, there were a number of Indian doctors, private doctors, who did a lot of work. In fact, some of the children, for instance, we had an army officer who was called Poteri. They were being treated by a doctor called Patel in Masaka. So this army officer died when he was, I think he was a colonel or something. But he was called Poteri because he was treated by the Indian doctor in Masaka. Then the ones in Jinja and a little bit of Kampala were engaged in manufacturing. And some, like the ones in Nakasongola area, there was a group there called Walji Jamal. They were engaged in commercial farming. So the Indians were in all these sectors: trade, medical, manufacturing, commercial farming. Therefore, somebody should be able to write something about that history. When we came, therefore,
of huge tax revenue of the country, we request you to be involved in policy making processes in the country. Our input can go a long way in helping make more practical, achievable, and sustainable policy decisions that will benefit all of us. Indian Association is not only limited to Uganda, but we also managed to encourage investors from India to invest in Uganda this year. They invested around $300 million.